السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد خاتم النبيين وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقضى ربك ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا. صدق الله مولانا العلي العظيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. صلى الله على النبي الأمي وآله صلى الله عليه وسلم. صلاة وسلاما عليك يا رسول الله. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا، وأنت يا حي يا قيوم تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. اللهم يا كريم أكرمنا بدون الفهم وأخرجنا من ظلمات الوهم، ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, today we will continue with the 185th covenant from this kitab, the Muhammadan Covenants of Imam Abdul Wahhab Al-Sha'rani rahimahullah rahmatan wasi'ah. The topic that we commenced last week was in relation to filial piety, exhorting children to respect their parents, to revere them, to obey them, to look after them, to be of benefit to them in this world and also in the world hereafter. And we spoke about, as well as one's own parents, walidain ke saath saath जो सही मानों में और सही शरीयत के मुवाफिक जो पीर व मुर्शिद है उसकी भी ताज़ीम करने के मुतालिक उन्होंने बयान फरमाया था, which he called, the word that he used was walidul qalb, the father of the heart, the father that nourishes the heart, the father that gives you spiritual well-being, that nourishes your soul, that brings you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So let me continue with what he says. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَقَدْ بَلَغَنَا عَنِ الشَّيْخِ بَهَاءِ الدِّينِ أَنَّهُ قَالَ بينما أنا راكب مع والدي شيخ الإسلام تقي الدين السبكي في طريق الشام إذ سمع شخصا من فلاحي الشام يقول سألت الفقيه يحيى النووي عن مسألة كذا وكذا فنزل والدي عن فرسه. Imam Abdul Wahhab Al-Sha'rani rahimahullah mentions this is the adab and the respect and the reverence that we should have with the ulama, with the mashayikh. The greater your respect with the ulama and the mashayikh of the Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah, the greater Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you blessings. Ta'zeem is one of the most important elements of knowledge. Imam Al-Zarnuji rahimahullah mentions in Ta'limul Muta'allim Tariqat Ta'allum that one of the first steps of one acquiring knowledge, one of the first steps by virtue of which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make you someone through whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives benefit to the ummah. Allah will make you someone from whom people take benefit. You will benefit from your knowledge and people will take benefit from you, is that we respect our teachers, we respect the ulama. Imam Zarnuji rahmatullah ने ये बात भी बयान फरमाई, ये बात इरशाद फरमाई कि जो वालिदैन उलमा की ताज़ीम करते हैं, अल्लाह ताला या तो उनकी औलाद को या उनकी औलाद की औलाद को, उनके पोतों नवासों को, पोतियों नवासियों को आलिम और आलिमा बनाएगा. And he mentions that in that kitab, by virtue of parents, of the walid, of the father respecting the ulama, hosting them at his home. I have scores of examples of people whose background was not religious. They did not have a religious background. They were far away from knowledge, from the knowledge of the deen. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through them showing utmost respect and reverence to the ulama, to the mashayikh of the Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only made them religious, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also made their children from the Huffaz of Al-Quran Al-Kareem, from the Ulama Rabbaniyin. Allahu Akbar. So he says here, this story, this narration has reached us from Shaykh Bahauddin Ahmed ibn Ali Tajuddin ibn Abdul Kafi Taqiyuddin As-Subki rahimahullah, who says, whilst I was riding with my father, we were on a mount, we were riding towards Damascus, on the way towards Damascus with my father, Shaykhul Islam Taqiyuddin As-Subki, the great man of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at the topmost level of expertise in knowledge, in wisdom, in acumen. One of the earlier scholars who had refuted the notorious Ibn Taymiyyah. What happened was, this great Shaykhul Islam, Shaykhul Islam, a great title that I mentioned to you last week, Shaykhul Islam wal Muslimin. When he heard a person from the peasants, from the farmers of Damascus, he was going through the rural areas on the way towards Damascus, and whilst he was riding on the mount, he heard a farmer saying, one day I asked the faqih, the jurist, Imam Yahya bin Sharaf An-Nawawi rahimahullah, regarding an issue of Islam, regarding an issue that I had, and he answered with such and such an answer. As soon as Shaykhul Islam Taqiyuddin As-Subki rahimahullah heard a peasant, a farmer, he wasn't a businessman, the person speaking was not of a high position in society, he was a fallah, he was a farmer, he was a peasant. As soon as he heard the farmer saying that I met Shaykh Imam Yahya An-Nawawi, I mentioned to you about him last week. Imam An-Nawawi rahimahullah was the qutub of his age, great wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a great jurist of Islam. And he was stationed at the level of ijtihad, not ijtihad mutlaq obviously, another level of ijtihad below that, in the Shafi'i madhab, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu wa ardah. And Imam As-Sakhawi rahimahullah also mentions in Al-Manhal Al-Azhb Al-Rawi fi Manakib Al-Qutub Al-Nawawi rahimahullah, that at the age of 6 years, Imam An-Nawawi rahimahullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purified his heart and his soul to such an extent that he witnessed with his own eyes Laylatul Qadr, i.e. he witnessed the descension of the angels on Laylatul Qadr. And on that very night he awoke his family members saying, don't you see what I see? I see Noor manifest in our home. तो जब इमाम तक़ीउद्दीन सुबकी रहमहुल्लाह ने इस काश्तकार की ज़ुबानी ये सुना कि मैंने इमाम नववी से मुलाकात की थी, इनसे ये मसला पूछा था, तो इमाम सुबकी बावजूद ये कि शेखुल इस्लाम थे, अपने ज़माने के सबसे चोटी के आलिम दीन, आलिम रब्बानी, वो अपनी सवारी से नीचे उतर पड़े. Allahu Akbar. He dismounted the ride. He came off the ride, the horse that he was riding on. And what does he say? This is what you call adab. Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah was not his direct teacher. He was probably his great-grand teacher. Imam al-Subki was born years after Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah left this mundane world. But look at the adab and the reverence. Ba adab, ba nasib, be adab, be nasib. Everything. Ma hasala, man hasala, illa bil adab. Wa ma taraka man taraka illa bi tarki al-adab. The one who has acquired everything through respect and reverence. The one who has lost everything, what was the sole cause of that? Because of disrespect. And Imam al-Subki rahimahullah said, Wallahi la arkabu wa aynun ra'at al-Shaykh Yahya al-Nawawi tamshi. By Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will not ride on a mount whilst the eye which has beheld Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah is walking before me. I will not allow someone who has seen or met Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah walk whilst I'm riding on the horse. He dismounted the horse. And then what happened? ثُمَّ عَزَمَ عَلَيْهِ بِرُكُوبِ الْفَرَسِ. He adjured to him in the name of Allah subhanahu earnestly asked that man who had seen Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah to ride on the horse whilst Imam Taqiyuddin al-Subki rahimahullah was walking. وَأَقْسَمَ عَلَيْهِ بِاللَّهِ, and he adjured him in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَصَارَ الشَّيْخُ مَاشِيًا حَتَّى دَخَلَ الشَّامِ, and the Shaykh was walking, holding the reins of the horses, whilst that peasant, that farmer, was mounted on the horse. Why? Just because of the thing that he was blessed to see Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah. Allahu Akbar. فَهَكَذَا يَا أَخِي كَانَ الْعُلَمَاءُ يَفْعَلُونَ بِأَشْيَاخِهِمْ. Thus did the previous ulama treat with respect and deference their ulama, their mashayikh, their teachers, and their teachers' teachers. مع أنه لم يدركه, even though in spite the fact that Imam al-Subki rahimahullah never met Imam al-Nawawi, he did not directly learn knowledge from him. He was not a direct student of Imam al-Nawawi. He was probably the student of Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah. But even then, as soon as he knew that this farmer had met Imam al-Nawawi, had seen Imam al-Nawawi, had shaken hands with Imam al-Nawawi, he dismounted the horse and he made this farmer mount on the horse, ride on the horse, whilst this Shaykh al-Islam was walking towards Damascus. And he entered Damascus in this manner. This is what you call humbleness and humility and respect of the mashayikh of the greatest level. This is why Allah made him Shaykh al-Islam. Today people dream of becoming the Grand Mufti. People dream of becoming so and so and so and so and so and so. It is not just through reading books. One of the main components, one of the main ingredients of success in life is adab and respect. Respect of your parents, respect of the teachers, respect of the ulama, respect of the mashayikh. The greater the respect that you have with people, Allah subhanahu will instill your respect in the hearts of other people. Allahu Akbar. وَإِنَّمَا جَاءَ بَعْدَ مَوْتِهِ بِسِنِينَ. Imam al-Subki rahimahullah was born many years after Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah departed from this mundane world. Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah was passed away in the year 676. Imam al-Subki was only 3 years old then. He did not meet Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah. But even then, look, the respect that Imam al-Subki rahimahullah had for Imam al-Nawawi radiyallahu ta'ala anhu wa rada. Not only this, وَكَانَ يَدْخُلُ دَارَ الْحَدِيثِ بِالشَّامِ وَيَدُورُ فِي إِيوَانَاتِهَا وَعُطَفِهَا وَيُصَلِّ فِيهَا وَيَقُولُ لَعَلِّي أَمَسُّ مَوْضِعًا مَسَّتْهُ قَدَمُ النَّوْوِي ثُمَّ يُنْشِدُ وفي دار الحديث لطيف معنى أصلي في جوانبها وآوي عساني أن أمس بحر وجهي مكانا مسه قدم النواوي. And then when he entered Darul Hadith Al-Ashrafiyya in Damascus, the great hub of the sacred knowledge, where they used to teach the sciences of Hadith, Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah was appointed as the Shaykh al-Hadith in Darul Hadith Al-Ashrafiyya in Damascus. It still exists today, but I don't think there are classes that are held there now. Imam al-Subki rahimahullah, when he entered this place where Imam al-Nawawi rahmatullah alayhi used to teach hadith, wo makan jahan pe Imam Nawawi rahmatullah alayhi dars hadith diya karte the, लोगों को नबी करीम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के अक़वाल और अफ़आल के बारे में बयान किया करते थे, तो जब ये इमाम सुबकी रहमतुल्लाह अलैह उस मकान में, उस दारुल उलूम में, इस दारुल हदीस में दाखिल हुए, तो क्या किया आपने? आप उसके इर्द गिर्द घूमते रहे, उसकी दीवारों को चूमते रहे और हर कोने में आपने नमाज अदा फरमाई, इस उम्मीद से कि मेरी पेशानी उस जगह मस हो जाए, उस जगह टच हो जाए जहाँ पे इमाम नबी के कदम लगे हों, ताकि मुझे भी उनकी बरकतें हासिल। अल्लाहु अकबर। When he entered this Darul Hadith, the institute of Hadith, in which Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah was appointed at the highest position of teaching Hadith in Damascus, he began to roam around its pillars, kissed its corners and its walls, and began to pray in each and every corner, so that perhaps his forehead may touch the place that was trodden by the feet of Imam al-Nawawi, so that he reaps the blessings which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed in the feet of Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah. Allahu Akbar. And then he began to recite these couplets. وَفِي دَارِ الْحَدِيثِ لَطِيفُ مَعْنًا. In Darul Hadith, in this building, there are subtle meanings. There is ruhaniya, there is nafahat of the awliya. أُصَلِّي فِي جَوَانِبِهَا وَآوِي. I pray in its corners and I take refuge in it. عَسَانِي أَنْ أَمَسَّ بِحُرِّ وَجْهِ. Why do I do this? Perhaps I might touch with my face مَكَانًا مَسَّهُ قَدَمُ النَّوَوِي. A spot that was touched by the feet of Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah. Allahu Akbar. I want to touch with my face the place that was trodden by the feet of Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah, because there's barakah in it. There is barakah in everything that the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa awliya kiram jahan pe wo tashrif farma the, jo unka libas tha, जो उनका मकान था, आज भी उन मकानों में अल्लाह ताला का नूर नाजिल होता है, अल्लाह ताला की रहमतें नाजिल होती हैं. ये बात इमाम शाअनी रहमतुल्लाह ताला फिल मिनन में जिक्र की है. There is still noor that descends, the rahmah of Allah which descends wherever the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sat, their prayer mats, the place of the accommodation, their place of residence. There is barakah and there's noor in that place even today. Allahu Akbar. وما رات عيني في مشايخ الزمان أحدا يبر أصدقاء شيخه وخدامه مثل شيخنا سيدي محمد الشناوي رحمه الله. My eyes, Imam Sha'rani says, my eyes has never witnessed anyone who reveres the Shaykh, who reveres the friends of his Shaykh, let alone the Shaykh. The friends of his Shaykh, not only the Shaykh himself, the friends of the Shaykh and the servants of the Shaykh. My eyes have never seen anyone more dutiful to the friends of his Shaykh, to the servants of the Shaykh, than our Shaykh Sayyidi Muhammad al-Shinnawi rahimahullah. How much respect did he have? وَكَانَ إِذَا رَأَى أَحَدًا مِمَّنْ وَقَعَ بَصَرُهُ عَلَى أُسْتَاذِهِ الشَّيْخِ محمد السروي على أستاذي الشيخ محمد السروي يصير يرفرف عليه كالطير الحمام على ولده. Whenever he would see anyone who had looked, even for one moment, had looked at the face of his Shaykh Muhammad al-Sarawi rahimahullah, Shaykh Muhammad al-Shinnawi would be like would encircle that person like a pigeon flutters its wings around its chicks, around its children. Yani, the Shaykh Muhammad al-Shinnawi rahimahullah, when he would get to know that this person has seen my Shaykh, then he would encircle, he would just fall in ecstatic love with that person, because he had seen my Shaykh. Allahu Akbar. Just recently, you all know about it, inshallah tomorrow you learn more about the life and the works of the great wali of Allah subhanahu of this century, Sayyidi Murshidi Taj al-Sharia, Badr al-Tariqa, Imam Mufti al-Hafiz al-Shah, Muhammad Akhtar Rida Khan Al-Qadiri Al-Azhari rahimahullah rahmatan wasi'ah, known as Naib Mufti Azam Hind, the representative of Huzur Mufti Azam Hind radiyallahu ta'ala, also known as Qaim Maqam Mufti Azam Hind, the one who took the position of Huzur Mufti Azam Hind radiyallahu ta'ala anhu warda. The amount of respect that he had for his shuyukh, and the amount of respect that today the mashayikh have for him, Allahu Akbar. Because he respected his shuyukh, he respected his teachers. That is why Allah subhanahu instilled in the hearts of millions, tens of millions of people who attended his janazah, as a sign that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given this maqam to him through his own grace, through his own blessings. Because this blessing and this fame and this popularity is not given through social media. People, they want to become, they want to be famous, but you don't become famous like that. The fame which lasts forever is the acceptance which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts in the hearts of the people. As the hadith says, ثُمَّ يُوضَعُ لَهُ الْقَبُولُ فِي الْأَرْضِ. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves a servant, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to Jibreel alayhi salam, O Jibreel, I love this man, I love this person, this servant of mine, you also love him. Jibreel alayhi salam begins to love that servant of Allah, and Jibreel alayhi salam then descends to all of the heavens and he announces, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has befriended, Allah has made this servant of his beloved. O angels, tum bhi usse muhabbat karo. Angels, you also love him. All of the angels of the Sab'a Samawat, of the inhabitants of the 7 heavens, they begin to love the wali of Allah. Even before he gains acceptance on this earth, he is already accepted in the heavens by the angels. And then what happens? ثُمَّ يُوضَعُ لَهُ الْقَبُولُ فِي الْأَرْضِ. Then his acceptance and his love is instilled in the hearts of every single being, animate or even inanimate. Allahu Akbar. Because of respect and reverence and adab. Allahu Akbar kabira. لِكَوْنِهِ كَانَ يَعْرِفُ نَفَاسَةَ مَا دَعَاهُ الشَّيْخُ لَهُ. Because Shaykh Muhammad al-Shinnawi rahimahullah understood the value, the preciousness and literally the pricelessness of the thing towards which his Shaykh was calling him, or the guidance which he received from his Shaykh. وَقَدْ اجْتَمَعَ عَلَى الشَّيْخِ مُحَمَّدٍ السَّرَوِيِّ نَحْوُ 10,000 وَتَلَقَّنُوا عَلَيْهِ. Shaykh Muhammad al-Sarawi rahimahullah, there were more than 10,000 people, 10,000 disciples who took instruction from him. Shaykh Muhammad al-Sarawi rahimahullah के 10,000 से ज़ायद मुरीदीन थे जिन्होंने उनसे तलक़ीन ज़िक्र हासिल किया. लेकिन क्या हुआ? कमा हकाली दालिक, as Imam Sha'rani says, as the Shaykh himself narrated to me, 10,000 people took instruction from him, took blessings from him, became disciples of him. وَقَالْ قَدْ أَخَذُوا عَنِّي وَلَكِنْ لَمْ يَعْرِفْنِي أَحَدٌ مِّنْهُمْ سِوَى ابْنِ الشِّنَّاوِي. The Shaykh, the Pir Murshid of Shaykh Muhammad al-Shinnawi says, 10,000 से ज़ायद लोगों ने मुझसे इस्तिफादा हासिल किया है, मेरी मजलिस में बैठे हैं, मेरे मुरीद बने हैं, लेकिन सिर्फ एक मुरीद ने मुझे पहचाना है और वो है इब्न शिन्नावी रहimahullah. Besides Muhammad ibn Shinnawi rahimahullah, my disciple, no one has recognized me. Why? Even today we say Huzur Tadwi Sharif, people did not recognize. This will happen with many of the great awliya that we have today. I said this before as well. I actually mentioned that in a program that we did on the biography of his father, Huzur Mufassir Azam Hind. I said that people need to spend that time and wealth and go and sit at the feet of these great awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala residing today in parts of the world. Go to them, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take them away from this world, and then we will have nothing but regret and remorse. Go to them. Even one dua, by Allah, I am sat in the masjid, even if they make dua for you once, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will grant you salvation in this world, salvation in the hereafter. Your mere glance, one glance at the face of a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is enough to mark a revolution in your heart for you to become a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yourself. Your shaking the hands of the wali of Allah subhanahu, sitting at their feet, is like you shaking hands with Rasulullah, because they are the heirs, the representatives, those people who drink from the basin of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. And I regard myself as very fortunate that the 18th of January 2018, coinciding the 1st of Jumada al-Ula 1439, 6 months ago, alhamdulillah, we were honored to meet the Shaykh and make musafaha with him and seek his blessings radiallahu ta'ala. We didn't know these were the last moments. So therefore, whenever their ulama and mashayikh, meet them, greet them, seek their du'as, inshallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through their du'as, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will, inshallah azza wa jal, make a revolution in your life. Create a revolution in your life, inshallah azza wa jal. So he said, the Shaykh said, besides Imam Ibn Shinnawi rahimahullah, no one recognized me. لأن شرط المعرفة بمقام إنسان الإشراف على مقامه. Allahu Akbar. Because in order to have recognition about the station of a person, you need to first understand what station he's stationed at. In order to understand how great a person is, you need to understand the greatness of the rank that he has. I'll give you an example. If I was to say to you, let me give you an example of Huzur Tadwi Sharia. In my life and in other time, I used to hear even ulama saying he's a great faqih, he's a great alim. People didn't know the secret of the Shaykh. Today, now, awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying that he was Qutbul Irshad. Yani, Qutb is one of the highest points in wilaya, in the hierarchy of wilaya, Qutbul Irshad. Today, people, after his physical demise, people are saying this. The ulama and mashayikh are saying this. Why? Because a wali is only recognized by a wali. Wali को wali ही पहचानता है. हम तो ये समझते हैं तो मौलाना है. हम इसे ये कहते हैं ये मौलाना है, ये मसला मसाइल सिखाते हैं ये. आल-अज़हर के बारे में भी लोगों ने ये कहा, ये तो मौलाना है, फतवा देते हैं, ये करते हैं, वो करते हैं. बाद में पता चला जब हुजूर शेखुल मशाइख अशरफी में रहमतुल्लाह अलैह हुजूर फरमा रहे थे कि चोशा मुक़द्दसा में हुजूर मुहद्दिस आज़म हिंद फरमाते हैं रज़ियल्लाहु तआला अन्हु कि आपने वुज़ू का लोटा नीचे रखा, फरमाया अल्लाहु अकबर, मैं फरिश्तों के कांधों के ऊपर क़ुतबुल इरशाद का जनाजा देख रहा हूँ कि फरिश्ते उसको ले जा रहे. उसी वक्त आपको टेलीग्राम मौसूल हुआ कि आला रहमतुल्लाह अलैह का इंतकाल पुरमलाल हुआ. आपने अपनी आंखों से देख लिया. Only a wali recognizes a wali. Only a qutub recognizes a qutub. Only a mujaddid recognizes a mujaddid. Today we call every Tom, Dick and Harry a mujaddid, a wali of Allah. A wali is only recognized by a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At times, कभी वो फ़िक़्ह की चादर ओढ़ लेते हैं, इफ्ता की चादर, हम सिर्फ ये कहते हैं ये तो मौलाना ही है, ये तो मुफ्ती ही है, ये तो सिर्फ मुदर्रिस ही है, ये तो सिर्फ मुसन्निफ ही है. ये पर्दे खफा में they keep the screen over them to conceal themselves. Allahu Akbar. هذا لفظ الشيخ محمد لي بالزاوية الحمراء خارج مصر رضي الله تعالى عنه وارضاه. These were the exact words of Shaykh Muhammad As-Sarawi rahimahullah, who mentioned this to me in Az-Zawiyatul Hamra outside Cairo radiallahu. We'll mention further details about this inshallah in the next dars. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to respect our parents, to respect our mashayikh. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate the ranks of Sayyidi wa Murshidi wa Maulaya wa Dhukhri liyawmi wa ghadi al-Shaykh Taj al-Sharia radiallahu ta'ala wardah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to continue to reap benefit from his spirituality inshallah azza wa jal. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen.